Now let us consider the classification of coordination complexes. The coordination complexes are classified according to the two types or based on type of ligand and also based on sign of charge on the complex. There are two types of classification, remember. How they ask in the examination, you write that classification. If they ask you classify the coordination complexes, then you have to give both types of classification. But if they ask you write down the classification based on type of ligand, type of ligands. Now, if the metal ion in the complex have all the types of ligand similar or same type of ligand or only one type of ligands are there, then such complexes are called as the homoleptic complexes. And in heteroleptic complexes, the metal ion have the different type of ligands or more than one type of ligands are present. Then such complexes are called as the heteroleptic. Hetero means dissimilar, homo means similar. So, classification based on the type of ligands. The first classification based on the type of ligand. Now, there are two main types, homoleptic complexes and heteroleptic complexes. In homoleptic complexes, the complexes in which metal ion is bound means attached to only one type of ligands are called as homoleptic complexes. Now for example, see this complex cobalt hexa ammonium. Now in these complexes there are all the 6 type of ligands are same and one, that is the ammonia molecule. And in heteroleptic complexes, what is there? The complexes in which metal ion is bound to more than one type of ligand. That means different type of ligands. Such complexes are called as the heteroleptic complexes. Now see in this complex. Now here there are the 4 ammonia ligands and 2 chloride. So, 2 different types of ligands are present in this complex. So, this complex is the heteroleptic complex. Now, let us consider the classification based on charge on complex. Now, this complex of, that means charge on complex means this sphere, coordination sphere, if it have the positive charge or negative charge. So how they define? Now understand this, a positively charged coordination sphere. Now only positively charged coordination sphere is also the cationic complex, or after ionization of the coordination compound, it may give the positively charged coordination sphere. That are also the cationic complexes. So see here, what is the definition? A positively charged coordination sphere or a coordination compound having a positively charged coordination sphere are the cationic complexes. For example, see this is the positively charged coordination sphere, in which this complex have the +2 charge on the coordination sphere. Now this is also the cationic complexes. Why it is? There is no charge on the coordination sphere, still it is cationic complex. Then how we can justify that? Just ionize that complex. After ionization, we know that the sulfate ion have the +2 charge. So definitely the coordination sphere have, sulfate ion have the -2 charge, not +2. So definitely the coordination sphere have the +2 charge on that. positively +2 charge on that. Now why there is not +2 charge is given on the, only +1 charge is given? Because there is one chloride ligand which that is neutralize the one positive charge present on this cobalt, and so ammonia are the neutral ligand, so chloride have -1 charge, though this coordination sphere will have +2 charge, but one charge is neutralized by this chloride ligand, so there is only positive charge on the coordination sphere. So this is the positively charged sphere, so it is also the cationic complex, and this only positively charged sphere is also the cationic complex. So you must, that is, recognize how there are the cationic complexes. Now second type based on the classification of charge on the complex ion is the anionic sphere complex or anionic complex only. A negatively charged coordination sphere or a coordination compound, it may be negatively charged coordination sphere or it may be the coordination compound which after ionization give the negatively charged coordination sphere. So a coordination compound having negatively charged coordination sphere is also called as the anionic complex. Now see here, this nickel, and there are the 4 cyanide ligands to that. Now there are a +2 charge on nickel and totally -4 charge for 4 Cn minus ligand, Cn ligand, cyanide ligands. So the +2 charge get neutralized by the -2 charge, and there are only now -2 charge on that coordination sphere. Do you understand that? One cyanide ligand have -1 charge. There are the 4 cyanide ligands, but nickel have the +2 charge. The +2 charge is neutralized by the -2 charge, and only -2 charge remains on that coordination sphere. So that is the negatively charged coordination sphere. So it is the anionic sphere complex. Now this is also the anionic sphere complex, but here is not negative charge is on that sphere. But after ionization, what is that? This potassium, that is the counter ion, 3 K+ ions are formed there, and this FeCN6 are there. So one cyanide have the -1 charge, 6 cyanide have -6 charge get neutralized by the +3 charge on this ferrous. So only -3 remaining, and that -3 is given on this coordination sphere. Ferrous have the +3 charge. Totally there are the -6 charge. -6 charge get neutralized by the +3 charge, and remaining -3 charge are there. So it is also the negative coordination sphere. So you must recognize which are the cationic complexes and which are the anionic complexes. May be asked into the MCQs type of question. Now let us study how the IUPAC names are given to these complexes. This is just like of the IUPAC names of the organic compounds. There are some rules for the nomenclature of the these coordination complexes. Now let us see the first rule. The naming, in the naming the complex ion or neutral molecule, name the ligand first and then the metal. Always remember that during nomenclature of coordination complexes, always write first the name of ligand and not the metal ion. Always write first the name of ligand and not the metal ion. This is the first rule. Second rule, the name of the anionic ligands are obtained by changing the ending IDE to O and AT to ATO. That means if there is the ending ID such as chloride, bromide, such type of name of ligand, suppose iodide, do you understand? Then the IDE suffix is replaced by only O. Remember, this rule is very important. First rule is what? Always write down the name of the ligand. But suppose there are the chloride ligand. Then do not write down chloride. How we can write then? Chloro. Only chloro. And if the ligands have the ending ATE is there. Suppose oxalate. In the oxalate ligand there is the ATE. So do not write down the oxalate. You have to write oxalato. AT is replaced by ATO and IDE is replaced by O only. This is the second. Two rules. Now third rule, which is also very important. The name of a complex is one single word. Yes. Do not write down the name of the complex into 3-4 words. Words means Shabda in Marathi. Only in a one word the name is given. For example, tetra, chloro, nickel, 2, and if there is the again ligand, that is counter ligand, then write down the name. Do you understand? Now let us see one example, then you understand that. Now suppose take the ligand, yes, CONH3 thrice CO thrice Cl. This take the name. Now take the name of this ligand, then you can understand very well. Cobalt complex is this, and the complex is such that CONH3 thrice. Again there are the this is carbon monoxide ligand. This is cobalt and this is carbon monoxide. Now cobalt have the small O near the C, but carbon monoxide have the large O. Now this is the ligand, carbon monoxide, and this is Cl is there. Suppose this type of complex is there. Then how we write down the name of that complex? There are 3 amino. So the name, I think there are 5 amino are there, not 3. Yes. So the name is pentaamine, not amino, pentaamine carbonate, ATE is replaced by OTE. So the name is pentaamine. Only write down the amine, not amino. Pentaamine. How many? Yes, 3. So it is yes. Though there are the 3 carbon monoxide molecule, but only write down the carbonato only, not tricarbonate. Pentaamino carbonato. There may be another rule. If the 2 different ligands, then write down the tri or not. That is the another rule. Pentaamine, carbonato, and what is there again? Cobalt. Now write down the name of the cation, cobalt, and you must know the that is oxidation number of cobalt. So how can calculate? Now see this. These are the neutral. Carbon monoxide is also neutral ligand. This is also neutral. Chloride have -1 charge. So cobalt have the, what is charge on the cobalt? How many chlorides are given there? There must have this type of complex will be there. Cl3. That is the printing mistake there, because this is the neutral ligand. These are also the neutral ligand. So 3, totally -3 is there. So cobalt have the +3 charge. And then write down the name of the counter negative ion as the chloride. Why I write here chloride, not chloro? Because it is not the ligand. It is out of the sphere. Only these are ligand. This is the counter ion. So I write down here IDE. If this chloride is in this sphere, then I write the chloro. But as it is out of the sphere, very important rule. Now let us study the next rule. Now in this way you have to write the name of the complexes. Next rule is that the name of the complex is one single word. Now see, this is in a one single word. Not I give the very long name for that. Now there must not be any space between the different ligand name. Yes, space. As I show here, somewhat space, but this space is also not there. Then you have lose your marks. So pentaamine carbonato, yes, and in the straight line you give the that is the name in a one sentence. Sorry, one word. Now there must not be any space between the different ligand names as well as between ligand name and the name of the metal ion. Though I written the cobalt, that is in the next line, but that is also not correct. Write down the name of the metal ion in a same line, and there is no space in a one word. The name is given. That is the first rule about that. First rule means while writing the name, how the name is right. The name of the ligand is right in a one word, and there is no space between the name of the ligand, name of the metal ion, and name of the counter ion also. There space is not given. Next, after the name of the metal, write its oxidation state. Now see, I write their oxidation state in the Roman numerical. Write down the oxidation state in a Roman numerical number which appears in parenthesis. Parenthesis means in the bracket. Parenthesis means in the round bracket. Without any space between the name of the metal and the parenthesis. Yes. This space is also not there. This space. Now this is written in the parenthesis, and again there is no space in the name of the counter ion again. Now that is very important rules of that. Let us see how the nomenclature is given to the complexes then.